So why would you buy a house now? Houses are expensive, interest rates are up, inflation is out of control. So here's the thing, for those who are renting, you're actually more subject to a lot of the volatility now than a homeowner is, and let me tell you why. When you purchase a home, particularly on a fixed rate mortgage, your mortgage payment itself is not going to change. Now your property taxes may go up or down a couple of bucks here or there, but rent has been increasing at dramatic rates all across the country. This is a result of investors purchasing up single-family residences as a hedge against inflation, and also the fact that if we go from an inflationary period to a recession, homes typically do well in that as well. So it's a good time to park money in real estate. This means there's fewer homes to live in and more people who need to rent, which is why you're seeing rent prices increase so dramatically. So by diving in head first and committing to a home, you're actually fixing your home costs going forward at today's rates as opposed to what's going to happen in the future. So yes, I actually do think it's a good time to buy a home, even with rates up a little bit, even with pricing up. It's going to probably get a lot worse before it ever gets better. Another advantage to owning a property is location security. And people are going to say, what is location security? So a situation a lot of people are finding right now is that their landlord is going to sell their property. Some of them have had this happen 2 or 3 units in a row. This means they're having to put down deposits, they're having to rent U-Hauls, move their kids potentially in new school districts. If you just plant your roots in a house, you can insulate yourself against that. On top of that, you don't have to deal with your rent increasing every year as it is in most metro areas. So in the long run, it ends up being cheaper to own a property in most places than it is to rent. One of the other benefits to being a homeowner, historically speaking, it is the single biggest preservation of wealth for most families. The reality is a lot of people are simply not allocating a lot of money towards retirement or investment funds. So their house is growing in value as they're living in it. So it serves a dual purpose. It's a place to live, which an apartment is for you, but it's also a place to accumulate wealth, which an apartment is not. This clearly is a huge advantage to owning a property, particularly as we move into higher cost times. So if you have questions on this, feel free to reach out to me. I'll get you taken care of.